Welcome back, my mischievous, madness, feathering fucks. We continue our guide. We are in the Shu Sanctum, so as always, there's a ton of NPCs here, and a few little lore pieces. If you want to click them, click them. There's one up there as well. Feel free to immerse yourself in the world. But ton of new people to meet. Thank you for the hairpin, girl, and then let's go to our little perv Wuchang and then hand him over the golden bowl we got on the last episode, and that's going to open up additional items. Now, don't buy this. We're going to be acquiring the on-equilibrium blades very shortly. There's some armor pieces from some mobs. You may have already gotten those, like the dazzling fake monk robes, which is pretty good for corruption. And we have the purple camellia. Don't bother picking that up either. We will be using this for the next boss. If you do have enough Mercury at this point, go ahead and buy the Skyborn Vigor. So anyway, we don't have enough, so we're gonna collect. And just making sure. Yeah, we have no souls left. Anyway, talk to the other vendor.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
He will assess our treasures.
In these troubled though, Red? What treasures do you have for me?
And then hand over the copper jug.
But when chaos
right, that we got from the Master Raider boss. As you can see here, anytime we submit, right, boss items that we get, we'll be able to pick up some of the armor. And you can see this is very good corruption armor. But again, we are broke as fuck. First and foremost, what we're going to do is wrap left and get out of here. And we are going to go run and get ourselves some new armor that's really good for physical resistances. First, bank here around and grab this. Now, this enemy coming up is one of those like mad fucks. Just to check. Nope, nothing here. It's this side. First, bank left, go to these shrines. Anytime you see these like blue, I guess statues, all you have to do, press select, go to your emojis. In this case, we're gonna do worship. There's other ones you'll find around the world and they'll require different emojis. But anyway, worship and bow your head. Oh, feel free to bend over, girl. Okay, anyway, what we got is a divine gift. I'll share what that is momentarily. Anyway, you can see we have this badass dude. Anyway, this is why we kind of built into the counter build. For those that don't want to like do a counter build, I will be sharing an alternative longsword build, so don't worry if you're like suck at parrying or countering. It's all good. Anyway, we're just gonna slowly creep up. As you know, we have our temperance, so go ahead and use that. Let's creep up slowly. And we're gonna get a charge heavy. Do not go into that purple pool. That is corruption. So, right off the bat, we got some good damage. There's a counter.
Judgment fall.
Ow, see? He fucking hurts. Oh my god. And, damn, okay. There we go, we got the Ming armor. So, this looks like a bag of shit because it hides all of her assets. But, as you can see here, this has really good slash and stab mitigation, which is the primary damage type you encounter in this game. On top of that, this also has decent fire resistance. We are gonna go back now to the shrine. And we are gonna face a boss with high corruption. Oops. Use any Mercury that you have. So now that you've got some Mercury, you can either spend it on the Vigor, but we're gonna upgrade our fashion souls. So this robe right here actually has less corruption, but it does look better. Let's change our look. And what we're gonna buy also is the prayer bead. So we're gonna be a bit of mix and matching, or better yet, you can spend the points on the vigor benediction spell. Ideally, you'll have enough souls for both. We're gonna rest in case you lost any health from that fight. Another thing we're gonna do that we forgot also is to equip the Echo of Dhutanga. So I will put in the description below how to properly use this item, but essentially it costs 2 Skyborn Might, and you can follow up with it another strike that smashes in the ground only if you have 5 Skyborn Might stacks. Now you can go into this skill tree and go for the Fury of Skyborn, which reduces that, making the full combo chain of the Dhutanga spell only cast 3 Skyborn Mights and not 5. And we're gonna make sure that we're prepped. So first thing we wanna do, just if you haven't tempered, make sure that's slotted in. If you haven't slotted in any of your benedictions, do so now. What we're gonna do is go to the Wisdom and put on Counter Force. Again, very good for like a counter-based build, and providing that that's what we're doing at this moment, feel free to slot it in. Now, if you have any levels, of course, use it. Make sure to use your souls or sell them. We're going to be building towards the Skyborn Call 2. That gives us another stack of Skyborn Might. Again, you can add different status effects to the Temperance. We'll hold off on that. And then if you do use Echo type spells, like that new spell we got from the last boss, the Echo of Dhutanga, this will make it so that it costs less Skyborn Might, and I'll explain why this is important later. But anyway, moving on to the left, we are now done here. Now, in terms of the items we want, what we're gonna do is absolutely use, in this case, the Bone Whistle. We're gonna wanna summon our companion to make this boss a fuck ton easier. Not only this, but we're gonna equip this time our Purple Camellia, because he does have corruption buildup. In regards to our armor, we're gonna keep things the same, and we're gonna sub out our boots for these nice delicate leggings. And then that should give us enough corruption resistance at 176. The reason why we're gonna go after this boss is we're gonna get one of the best longswords in the game. If you can't beat the boss, don't worry. Simply come back to this point at a later time. But we're gonna essentially rush one of the best longsword weapons in the game, right? To give us that extra edge. Anyway, hand that quest item to the mom. As you know, we got that from the Revenant Temple. Exhaust all dialogue. Make sure you talk to him. Wake him up from his peaceful slumber.
However, the feather you can this.
And he laughs. Now, this is the mechanic for interacting. What you can do is essentially give those divine gifts that we're getting, right? And then we can wipe away all our madness, right? So that's what these that's used for. Now that we talked to 2 NPCs, again, Purple Camellia is trying to tell us something. Pick this up. The blood-stained letter. Another quest item. So in this fight, we're gonna fight the, well, you guessed it, feathered priest, Lu Bingzhang. Because everybody's fucking feathered and mad. Anyway, a couple things to know. He does do corruption damage. He'll most likely begin the fight by like levitating up into the air while raising his staff above his head, and then he'll dive towards you, slamming the staff into the ground. And then after he does that, he'll emit a small explosion on impact, and that will accumulate corruption buildup if it hits you. You can also do this like spinning attack, where he like spins multiple times, so try to dodge that. He does have a couple projectiles. One is like this large red javelin-like projectile, so you're just gonna want to dodge before it connects, and it'll also detonate. And then he has another projectile where he kind of summons these like 5 purple masks, and they kind of float, and they'll slightly home in on your position, so you just want to strafe and dodge out of that as well. In terms of any AoE, he can tap the base of his staff into the ground, and that'll summon like these bubble areas across your feet. So we're gonna basically stay pretty aggressive, and again, we're gonna be summoning our companion. We're gonna be using the Bone Whistle as soon as we have the time. Not only this, but we're gonna be using the Purple Camellia to alleviate some of the corruption build-out, and then go ahead and use one of the feathers. So, bam, don't forget your temperance too. Oops. Don't do what I just did. Okay, now we're gonna proc this and then go into the fight. Making sure you have your Bone Whistle equipped. Anyway, I'm not sure if the buff is gonna run out by watching cutscenes. I sure as fuck hope not, but let's watch it. And again, this will open a new area under the Shu Sanctum where we won't explore a lot, but we'll be able to just quickly grab that beautiful, juicy longsword weapon. Okay, he's pissed, and he's feathery. Okay, he's probably gonna fly up in the air right at the start. Just buy distance. Equip your, use your Bone Whistle to call the guy. Why am I using my fucking sword? Oops. Okay, now we're gonna temper. And now it's time to kick his ass. He's gonna do some spins, some crashes, some corruption on the ground. This is where he does corruption, just run. Try to get the counter obliterate right from behind. There we go. Bob's your uncle. This is just a homing. Just home and dodge. Ow, do not get hit. This is again the shit falling on the ground. Jesus Christ, our guy got fucking clapped. And we're just gonna finish him off now, folks. Ow! And that's all there is to it. Again, with the guy helping you out, it should make things a fuck ton easier. Just stay aggressive, try to obliterate his back. Anytime he's in the air and he's flashing that like yellow, or he's gonna hit that yellow, or sorry, he's gonna hit that fucking red projectile. Just wait for it to flash. He'll shoot and then always typically come down with his spear. So always dodge that last minute. Thing you could have also done is use the Dhutanga spell or the Echo spell to proc some fire burn. But typically with the temperance, you should have more than enough. Anyway, congratulations. If you beat that boss, that's gonna give us access to a new location. And this new location, talk to her.
I heard they call it.
As you can see, our dude there left his spot. Here now you can offer divine gift. Should you die and have any madness, you can get rid of that. Feel free to talk to him to move his quest.
You're quite... This thing... I must return to Reverend Temples.
Feel free to rest. So now you can get any health back. And we're gonna level up later, because right now we're just gonna basically use the Shu Sanctum key to open a pathway to a new area. Here's a new area. We'll talk to the vendors later. You're definitely gonna want to equip your little flowers here, because we're gonna deal with some heavy corruption. Starting with this room. Try not to touch the clouds. Try to stay right in the middle. And of course, picking that up will bait you. But that's okay. We got more than enough purple camellias. Make your way down here now, folks, into what looks like a version of Blight Town, if you played Dark Souls 1. That god-forsaken, poisony fucking bullshit. We're gonna pick up what we can. I'm gonna set the Dhutanga on a different button so that I can actually use it, that I'm used to. Countered. Bam! Okay, feel free to go here, pick this up. Dash through that and try to get as little fucking corruption as possible. Again, if you do. Corruption, again, in this game is poison. Okay? Anyway, unlock this shrine. We'll be back here again, but if you want to collect the goodies, I mean, go ahead. Like the extra faint feather here. Ah, we got shot. Okay, bitch. Fuck, she dodged. And that's enough out of you. Get yourself a faint red feather. God, that annoying bitch! Just trying to get this item. That is an elevator. Can't access to yet. Anyway, make your way down here. Collecting Skyborn Might along the way. Bank right. You can see the tip of their gun shining before they make any... There we go. And here is why we decided to beat the boss. Do all this fucking bullshit for the Lashing whip. As you can see, our mastery applies on all the weapon types, right? That you level the mastery in. So in this case, right, we're still going to keep our +1. Anyway, equip the Lashing whip. This comes with whip dance. So using a Skyborn Might, you essentially turn the blade into a whip. It's a very good AoE and range spell. And then when we get to the shrine, we'll sub out the blink kick and for the counter. Feel free to sub out the poison for the dagger to get the bird. And now we make our way back up. And we get the fuck out of here. Don't worry, we'll be back. Now, dream if you want. Replenish. Also, feel free to now teleport. And as you can see here, we have a few things to do in Revenant Temple. But first, don't worry, we're going to be unlocking a shortcut that leads to here. Just go back to the Shu Sanctum. Use any of these. In fact, why don't we just go to vendors and show you how to do this quickly, because we keep doing it fucking old school.
Hey, you made it.
Right, we're gonna sell.
Hey, you made it. Got some new
Right?
stuff for
You can just sell these, right? Your budding red Mercuries. Makes it a lot faster. Anyway, now we have enough to
Hey, you made it.
buy
Got some new stuff for you.
the Skyborn Vigor.
Come back soon.
Go here,
What treasures do you have for me today?
hand over the priest's broken cane.
The bronze. Oh, why not go and take...
This will give us more items. This is primarily, again, going to be very good for feathering and magic. Right, we'll be essentially prioritizing, at this point, the Ming armor. So fully equip the Ming armor. And of course, we want to be fashion souls. So I do like the this appearance here with the some beads, why not? And there we go, we're looking badass. Now you can certainly go level up because we're not going to be back to the shrine for a while. So go ahead and level up. Get a point of vitality. Always good. All right, let's go to Benediction and apply our Stamina Recovery, or Skyborn Vigor, as well as the increased potency of counter moves. So this rounds out the build very nicely. Don't forget to go into your disciplines because we got a new weapon. So the Lashing Whip, right? And we are going to put on sword counter. Okay, that's enough shrine. We are going to go off and cause some trouble. Be mischievous. So we're going to bank up here first. I know. Shame on you. Shame on you. And throughout the course of the game, I will be changing up builds. So again, it's primarily good for first timers, first run-throughs to, again, just focus on one weapon. We're going to change it up and equip the red tassel spear. Let's have some fun with a different build. We're primarily going to first bank here, pick this up. This is where the map definitely starts to open the fuck up. Jar bitch. Like that. Now we're playing the game, baby. Fuck you. Bam. Another red feather. I think we have enough for a mastery point, but honestly, we've been back to the shrine enough, so pick that up. Jump down here. Strike this idiot. Who's already dead. Watch the grab. There we go. And we'll showcase moving here. This is definitely a much larger open area, so you know there may be like some backtracking. Here's the whip, just to show you the whip in action. Alright, people are just dropping off, flying off. That ladder just leads up to where we just came from. So now we're gonna pick up, and no, I have not forgotten about the fifth weapon type. Fifth weapon type being dual blades. So go ahead, jump down here. We're gonna quickly watch out. There's a guy that will do that. Big Bubba. Oh my god, I just realized I was playing with like 15 fucking HP the whole time. Fuck! It'll happen, folks. It'll happen when you're yapping and you're distracted. let this be a lesson. I always do these things on purpose, always with a lesson. Always make sure you're topped off your health. Always make sure your health is topped off before a big encounter. Anyway, let's quickly go back, shall we, with the power of video editing. See how far the whip goes? Anyway, big slashes. And yeah, just hit him from behind. He's pretty slow. Get those sweet, sweet, sweet red Mercuries. Pick that up. And here we have the Unequilibrium Blade. So we didn't really even get to try the red tassel spear much, but we'll come back to it for sure. And let's talk about dual blades. So dual blades by far offers like a Kratos fast-paced, aggressive playstyle that essentially utilizes the clash mechanic. So again, that deflects incoming damage. Skills like Feather Chaser and Blade Master are great to continue that offensive momentum. It is primarily slash and stab damage. Agility is the main scaler, but also scales with strength. By far, dual blades, I would say, is the best endgame weapon. If you have enough levels, like let's say 50 and over, there's some really amazing nodes you can invest to like proc these clashes, and you just get a ton of damage mitigation. Add on some leech, and you're pretty much unstoppable. So very, very good weapon to have. We'll play with it, but let's just first, I guess, play with the red tassel spear. Anyway. And I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary. You know, again, I'm new to making walkthroughs, so it's a bit hard to like do all this and read the notes and yada yada. So, I mean, that's just that. But hopefully it's becoming a little bit entertaining. Ow! Again, you have deflect. Not only that, I'm also playing a ton of games, so... Anyway, the rules of left. So the rule of left is you're gonna keep going left, right? Or you could do the rule of right. Anytime, like, there's a bunch of... Like, if you're lost in a fucking maze or some shit, like hedge grass maze, and you're running away from Jack in The Shining because he's trying to murder you, the rule of left is always good. You just keep going left, and even if you do hit a roadblock, right, you just keep going left, and eventually you'll make it out, right? So that's basically the philosophy we're gonna do here. Anyway, we're in the courtyard. Talk to a bunch of people here.
Ever since when it came, if you ever meet him.
And they'll keep feeding you with stuff, and our warehouse is getting nice and full. Here, Poochie, Pooch, Pooch. Talk to this individual. We'll be getting a courtyard key.
Up the steps. My parents were part of any news?
The rule of left, or the rule of right. Again, you know, there is RNG in the game, so if things drop that off mobs that don't drop for me, it's all good, baby. It's all gravy, baby. And then, yeah, we're just gonna proceed left. Left, 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 left. Ton of flying daggers. See, we just go left. But that's what Gandalf did in Lord of the Rings. Just went left. No, see, we're not going right. We're going left. What's that, folks? We're going left. See the whipping? Like, you see that, how it just fast it clears? Anyway, this is going to be a familiar sight. Not her ass. I mean, the Reverend Temple. Jesus. Anyway, we're going to do a couple things here now that we're back, because we advanced some story missions, right? And let's just show them how powerful we are now. Boom. Holy fuck. Do not step in the fire. I could do these guides a lot faster, but like, I don't know, my rationale for yapping this much, aside that I just love hearing my own voice, it's that I'm trying to make you guys like feel part of the decision making, if that makes any sense, right? Like give you as much information as possible, and then let you decide what you want to do with it. Anyway, so here comes the letter that we bring, the blood letter. She still doesn't want to talk to us. Okay, move in. Because we definitely advanced one of the storylines up here. Right? A lot of people here. Our boy!
Ma'am, thanks to that, I must say, they took care. Until we meet again.
Kong wine.
Until we meet again.
Nobody tries to offer us vegetables. It's alcohol and drugs.
Many ones. Initial yet. Even the blood. Allah, if only I could have.
And, you don't look good for our friend here. As always, if you need to, check to see if there's any other quests anywhere, right? Feel free to check the teleport area, right? And as you can see, right, there's one person in Shu Sanctum. Other than that, everything's pretty much dreamy. So let's venture forward. We will come back later, and we will come back to that young boy later. Just always nice to open us little shortcuts. Another puzzle is complete. And, where are we going, guys? I wonder. That's right. It works. It honestly works. Like, I can't be the only one to know this. Bam! Anyway, we got Aerial Bulwark and Ebb and Flow. Blocking Clash, also very good. For this kind of like counter type build. Don't forget that. Left, left, left. Oh, he's not feeling so well. He's not feeling so well, right, folks? Well, why is he then prepared with fucking weapons? He's got a fucking door. He's got a fucking door. Oh, door! Oh, door! Oh, door! We got Skyborn discipline. Okay, left, left, left. Bam, see? Just easy clears. Easy clears. Well, let's switch it up. Let's do, Steam Bunny Buns for the passive healing. And, well, we got our daggers. Chomp. And that's it. We basically beaten the game, guys. I told you it was a fucking powerful weapon. I told you. Nothing like that, Rude Awakening. And then some little back treat. Again, spear very good for that. Right, there it is, right? That, like, gap closing. Now, for the ebb and flow, if we go back, right, you lunge a spear forward in a swift thrust, inflicting multiple instances of damage. We know how to do that. And then use with Skyborn Might to trigger the clash effect and cause frost buildup, right? The final hit causes a frost explosion. Oh, you fucker! I'm reading! So again, you can use these abilities with skill points, but like... Or you can use these abilities without skill points, but again, as you can see here, watch the ambush. There we go, buddy. How do you feel? How does that feel? Anyway, the... Fucking hell. We're gonna fuck him up. The Courtyard Key. How dare you? And honestly, there's so many collectibles in this game that it's like, I can't make a note of all of them, right? So there is an element of me, like, obviously exploring and being like, what's there? You know what I mean? For me to write every single fucking item in every single location is, I just can't do it. Alright, guys? So there is a bit of like, hey, let's explore together. Anyway, now we got the damaged letter. Ow, you fucking... He's on the other side, guys. Don't worry about it. We can get to him later. There's gonna be a big boy here we have to face. Watch out for the rolling boulder. But that'll open up. First, we gotta fuck this guy up, though. He's got like a big... Yeah. But no problem for us. Oh, man. The spear swaps. Now, if we look at Aerial Bulwark, you gain fleetness while charging the Aerial Bulwark. When used as the enemy strikes, you can evade the attack and launch a counter. So you basically use this as a way to dodge. And if you do it at the right time, right, it should proc that counter. So you have all their defensive options, right? Other than just simply dodge and counter. Lot of stuff here, right? It's a bit of a maze. A lot of different shit. All scattered everywhere. And a lot of these feathers, you don't have to hold on to them. I feel like I'm gonna eventually just keep repeating myself. What do you want, bro? What do you want, bro? Counter, bam. Collect. Boom. Picking up some RNG items. That guy over there, do not go on the same level as him. He's some fire fucking dude. He hurts like he hurts like crazy, and we're gonna actually cheese him. There we go. That was a little shortcut here. And that's where we came from, right, guys? So, no more birds, as you can see. Ton of fucking birds. He's whispering to himself. We'll try to proc the counter. Anyway, you prog through that, through that ladder.
Just like that, she's always... Get away. Get away.
And that's all we do here. Oh, hey. Yep. There it is. There, I knew I was missing something here. A lot of the items, like, as you know, like, unless I tell you it's really important, I spend time, you know, talking about it, you really can just kind of miss stuff and not get too penalized for it. Oh, yeah, we need, there we go. Boom! Big hole that we fall through. Jesus Christ. See if we can do this mechanic. Bam, you see? That's the counter. Pretty sweet, eh? Oh, you sneaky bastard. You little prick. See that? The problem with the game is like if you fall down, like if you get knocked down, there's very little recourse that you can do. And that's a fucker. As you recall. Bonk. Fall down. And that is pretty much all the secrets in this area. We can now officially... Oh, back here, of course, no. Yeah, don't worry about there. We'll be going back up there. Anyway, time to go up the ladder. I don't think I'm doing that right. Hold on. There we go. There's the counter. See how cool that is, guys? Well, you gotta time it better than that. But anyway, so the spear, everyone. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool spear abilities you can have. Again, we have no way to build up might because we're not procced in spear. So again, not optimal. Just having fun here, folks. Anyway, this is a cheese. Other than that, he's going to be pretty difficult. You want to lure him and try to lure him into those bombs before he walks into them. So we're going to want to proc and turn on our bigger ignite right here. You should have the igniter fire pots. And we try to bait him first, right, with the dagger. And then try to kill him with those fire pots. Okay, so bait him with the dagger. He's gonna be like, hey, what do you want from me? What do you want? And then try to bait him right there. There we go. That's why you come here for this guide. That's why. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just saved you so much pain and suffering, and we got a really, really fucking good spell. Ow. Ow. Infernal Flames. We'll walk through. We did pick up a couple spells, and we'll walk through what those are. So let's do that now. We picked up the Echo of Liu Beizong from that priest. Leap and throw a spear dealing feathering damage. Can also trigger alacrity if you're attacked while casting. So think alacrity as basically auto dodge counter. So that's what alacrity is when it is a spell and not used by a weapon. So we'll equip that to have fun. And as you can see here, send forth a mask flame that pursues and causes buildup. And you can see here, level 3 scaling in magic, level 3 scaling in feathering. So if you are going towards more of like the spell build, the one-handed sword by far is the pretty much only way to go, right? Not the only way to go. There's other items that can scale with magic. There's long swords that have magic scaling. I'm just saying that that skill tree has a ton of nodes. Anyway, drop down here. And please, let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Please, all right? I'm doing my best, but I'm just human. I'm human like anybody else, so please, yeah, please let me know if I missed anything. And you know, something significant, right? Not like, oh, you missed a chameleon feather or whatever. That's not even a fucking item. Anyway, this is where you would have fought the guy on the ground if you didn't pull that strat off. So congratulations. Anyway, pick up. And yeah, he's a bitch. Like he's but if you like the challenge, go ahead. Anyway, we're not gonna go there yet. First, open the shortcut. Ton of items, right? So that's the thing too. Don't be stingy with items. Like fucking use them. They're there to help you out. Anyway, that like takes us back to do I want to go this way? We'll go back later that way. We're gonna go this way first. Watch out. So this way, actually, do not go. This takes us to a new area, and yeah, we'll be going there soon, but not right now. Okay. So we're gonna bank left. These guys don't mean anything, eh? They know who your mommy is. They know who their mommy is. We're gonna like for example, like tempering, right? It's a good place to use it because we have another jar bitch. There's also another bamboozling, those little bamboo shoots coming up. Oh fuck! I didn't realize he would see me this far off. See, I was too focused on this bitch. Anyway, bait them here. Bait them here. Bait them there. Anyway, don't worry if you missed it. Worst timing for me, eh? Don't worry if you missed it again. You just sleep on the shrine and we'll get it later. It's not a fucking big deal. Chomp. Those divination crescents are good, like if you lose your place and you don't know where the fuck you're going, like I am in this case. We'll be going back to the shrine anyway, so don't worry. Pick this up. See what I mean? Lot of juicy items. Lot of juicy items. And some extra lore if you want. Don't go left. That's a boss. We're gonna cut. And finally have a shortcut. Kill this bird. You're not even worth my dagger. We'll be going up there later as well, after the boss. Just kick that fucking tree down. Ba-ba-bum. Get this. Do not drop down. For another faint red feather. Actually, you know what? Let's go here. Let's get another madness person. We better lock in our A game. We better lock in our fucking A game. If I die, well, that's the point. You die, right? That's literally part of the game. They have a full mechanic for dying. Don't go down yet. We're gonna be sprinting up. Check our items. We don't have tempering, so do not spend that. You know what I mean? Like, stamina reduction, why not, right? Like, that's always good. That's always good. We're gonna need to buff up. And, well, we got, let's use a fire pot too. You know what I mean? Let's just use our, your items, or steam bunny buns. Oh, shit. So yeah, if you pause the game... Oh, he means business. And he definitely did. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, heal. You are corrupted. So... You know what I mean, folks? Okay. Not the greatest start, but It is what it is. We're gonna sub this out for Steam Bunny Buns. And that's good. We're just gonna chew on this motherfucker for a while. Here we go. He's daddy.
The Empire die!
Fuck you. You know what I mean? Just toast him with some firebombs. You got enough. Oh, fuck. He means business. Damn! Just gonna probably keep countering, guys, for this. Just keep countering and deal the final blow, and we got a brilliant red feather. So it's just a higher version. And this again, if you want to remove your madness, feel free. We have a blue statue here as well. He looks at the horizon. What do you think that would be? Well, we're gonna stare right back at him. What do you want? What you looking at?
I can see the way now. Come on, let's head.
And enjoy the view. You deserve it, guys. Enjoy the view. And your little box. Now, we can absolutely go back to the shrine, level up, and look at some of the benedictions we got. You know, we'll play around with some of the spells. So now we're gonna sneak up because we're heading towards a shortcut. And now, nope, you are not gonna be throwing fuck all. You are not gonna be throwing fuck all. Boom. If you didn't have enough, like, don't feel like you could rest at shrines. Here's our dude.
The rebels grew right.
Continuing his quest.
Now that as for where?
Now, we are gonna come across a pretty good farm coming up. We'll go back. Ow. Here we go. There's the other shortcut. So we're just gonna kind of sprint through. We'll be back this way. Just wanted to open it up quickly, and now we're definitely gonna be going to the shrine. There we go. See you guys. Do you remember this place? Right? There we go. Major shortcuts were unlocked. And we'll go and finally rest. Enter dream. You can see how really strong the counter build is, right? Like, especially for those madness guys. Maybe not so strong for bosses, but like for heavy enemies with weapons and just, you know, slow big hitting dicks, you can see how the counter ability like pretty much saved us there. Anyway, again, let's quickly go to the vendor and sell our shit.
Hey, you made it.
Right, all our
Oh yeah, come back soon. Hey, you made it.
there we go.
Got some new stuff for ya.
There we go. See? Now you can just bam, 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 right? Bob's your uncle.
Come back soon.
Juicy, juicy. In this case, you know what? Let's swap to axe, because we haven't really played around with the axe. And honestly, the axe is, you can create a build where you just literally stun lock enemies and bosses, and nothing is better mitigation and survivability than preventing others from even playing the fucking game. So I'll show you a build later on in the walkthrough for that as well. Anyway. Okay, so in terms of continuing our build, again, I am going to change up our longsword build, but it's going to be a disciplined focus build, and we really don't have enough disciplines. So I'm going to stay with the counter, because the counter really is the strongest in the early game. And again, this counter force makes it a lot easier. So we're going to stick with these that we have here. Now these, again, increases your damage dealt when you're at full health, but as a new player, and I myself suck dick, so I'm never gonna be at full health. But if you're good, if you're like one of those South Korean gamers, feel free. This one is also decent if you feel like you're getting attacked, but this is pretty optimal for the counter build that we have here. And then we can see the other ones, plunging attacks, and then this one is really good when we build into that discipline build. And then again, this is for magic builds, but for the time being, I'm really happy. But let's equip our axe with some stuff. So again, you can't use the same benedictions across weapons. So this one definitely is optimal. That's being used, and then right, we can equip that for now, and we don't have a memory slot, so this is what we'll be using for these two for now. Moving on to the actual build, we're gonna go now build into Skyborn Call. This makes it now so we have 4 Skyborn Might, and then here you can see is 5, and 5 really allows us to basically enable every spell follow-up, every discipline follow-up. But what we're gonna probably pivot to now is getting Leech. So this will reduce again the cost of our echo spells, and then we'll get the Leech. So this will give us a nice bow needle. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, yes, we'll go to the tempering menu. And now instead of the flame, we're going to add the leech onto our weapon. So leech will apply to any weapon type. All right, so moving down, we definitely earned ourselves another mastery. Congratulations, we have now +2. Again, really good for juicy ass damage. And basically what we're gonna do is make our way down to the right now. Preferably when we're gonna swap builds is when we get down to Crescent Arc. This is a really amazing, like, evasive maneuver. It gives lots of invisibility frames. But then the beauty of this Crescent Arc actually is this, like, leaping forward, and you essentially just strike in all these different directions and do disgusting damage. So the Crescent Arc is essentially going to be our, main discipline that we're going to do for a really tasty long sword build. But for now, another really good point to pick up is Swordmaster, so that when we gain 5 attack, on the 5th attack we gain 2. And it's good to notice that these stack with enemies. So for example, if you have 2 enemies and you have 2 light attacks, you're actually going to get 2 stacks of a Skyborn Might, and here you'll gain 4 stacks if you hit more than 1 enemy, right? So always really cool to cleave enemies to stack that Skyborn Might. But for now, that being said, we're going to make our way down to this first. This will be able to add Clash, so that when we're spamming our abilities like a fucking feathery madman, madwoman, we'll be able to actually reduce damage and deflect most incoming damage. So this will be really cool to have. And then we're going to build our way down to get Swordmaster, and then finally Crescent Arc. With that being said, we are done our little build update. We've got the axe now. We're going to be playing around with this. Oonga boonga. Anyway, talk to him. Because the picture said so.
You have for me to
And ooh, the water's freezing.
From now on, I will make it worth your while for if you've got...
And now we are making our way up the stairs and through the shortcut, where we'll finish off this area. And then what we'll do also is kill the boss, and then we'll end it there. And again, I know this walkthrough is more of like a conversational type walkthrough. Again, I'm just trying to like add as much information as I can to make you feel like you have decisions in your own playthroughs, and that you have options, right? Like you don't need to play the way I'm playing. So I hope you guys appreciate that. No, thought that'd be a counter. And that's all I can say about that. But if there are comments on how I can make this more entertaining, valuable for you, you know, if you want me to speed this up, I can, but it's obviously going to be a tougher ask because, I mean, I yap a lot, so it's just what it is, right? And, you know, it helps to pass the time. Rooftops. See how just powerful the counter is? Oopsie. Do not be doing that without a mic. Ow, ow. Do not touch me. There's a nice faint red feather for you. Now we just need one more. And the Empyrean Greataxe. This is exactly why we swapped to the axe. This thing is juicy, juicy. As you can see, +3 scaling in strength, and it increases the power of plunging attacks. As you know, that there is a really good benediction that also adds damage to plunging attacks. But the Empyrean Crash, this is just fucking fun. So when timed perfectly, you basically leap into the air. You can evade an enemy's attack and then strike from above. And then when you use Skyborn Might, it has greater potency, and it actually, like, it looks so badass. And that's all there is to it. So we're going to be using these weapons pretty far into the game, honestly. You're welcome. And now we're just looping back so we can jump down here. And now we're gonna loop our way here, back. And make our way up this ladder instead. Instead of going this way, now we'll go this way. Drop through this hole. Boonk. Ah, damn. A little too far. This has really nice range, though. Anyway, with that being said, it is now time for The boss! God, we love our boss fights, don't we? Here we have the gluttonous monstrosity, and no, I'm not referring to myself. It is Hongliu. So this boss is pretty huge, but don't worry, her moves are really easy to telegraph. She'll either lunge or leap towards you. She'll also like shoot a steam of blood that basically causes the corruption status effect. Honestly, the best thing to do is just wait for her to advance towards you, dodge, then perform a quick heavy as she's turning to face you. Then she'll transition, I think at 50% health, and she'll spew more bullshit out of her mouth, and it will leave her completely vulnerable. So you can just keep wailing her at that point. Just to make sure that we're prepped here, we've got our mana vases, steamy buns, right, in case you get corrupted. We definitely want to use our, where the fuck is it? Where's the temperance? There we go. Our temperance needle for leech. This is the build we want. We still have a, let's add a bit corruption resistance here to our head, as well as the delicate hairpin. So I think we're pretty much set. So we're gonna pop this right at the start to alleviate the buildup, and then pop our temperance and just stick close to her fucking ass. This gluttonous, pig, feathery, long-haired bitch. There's that perfect fucking souls. That's so sick. Anyway, she'll lunge. Just stay closer. That's that fucking... Ow! Come on, just let me fight. Okay, not the best start, guys, for us. It's okay, we always like to... Stick close to her right side. Try to get her back. Jump, dodge. Damn, man. Fuck's sakes. This is where she gets a ton of vulnerability. Damn, we can't get her fucking behind. Just stick close, guys. And keep flanking that right. There we go. In front of her face. Bam! That's that axe. So really good. But again, we don't have a chance to... Get our stamina. That's the other phase. Let her spit. And just dodge. Build your stamina up. Now she gets really tired. Right here. Fuck her up. Bam! That is how you finish the fight, bitch! Oh! Let's not get greedy though, folks, right? Okay, we're getting greedy. Well, let's just pop a health. So we can be safe. Anyway, guys, that is the fight. Bam! You heard it here first. Let's go. Congratulations. How awesome is that axe, though? Right? Honestly, bruh, when I first played the game, it was pure axe, and now I'm starting to miss it. Anyway, congratulations for defeating the boss. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, my name is Jackoffee, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later, nerds.